Hey, what's up, geeks? Darron here. Now in this video, I'm going to tell you the mistakes you need to avoid as a software developer. I feel like every developer has made these mistakes, and now I'm telling you to avoid these. And I strongly recommend this because you're going to save a lot of time and money. Now, before I get into that, if you're interested in learning React Native, check out the links below. We have a Facebook group, and then also there's a free course as well. So check that out if you're interested in React Native mobile development. Now let's get to the mistakes. When I started learning software development, I was all over the place. I thought I needed to learn everything. I thought I had to be full stack. And full stack is something that they promote and I think is really getting out of hand. Just pick one area. Pick one language that you want. Find one framework and become a master at that. I promise you, it will take you a long way and you'll be in a better position to negotiate for a higher salary because you're specialized. Say for example, if you're getting married, and there's a photographer. Do you want the regular photographer that can take photos of everything, or do you want the marriage specialist photographer, the one that does like weddings or whatnot? You're going to take the wedding photographer, and it's the same thing for software development. If somebody's going to hire a web developer or a mobile developer or whatever, they're going to pay the person that specializes a lot higher because if you specialize, they just assume you know more than somebody that's a master of all these, jacks of all these trades or whatnot. I know for me, when I first started, man, I was all over the place. I had so many books. I had MongoDB books. I had Swift books. I had React Native books. I had React books. I had, there was like database books. I had books on just web development, mobile development, AWS. I was all over the place and I couldn't learn anything. I honestly think that's what took me so long to learn how to code. If you pick something that's just if you pick one thing, you try to master that one thing, I think you can really, you can come close to mastering in 6 months. I think so. I think, it's obviously with experience, you always get more comfortable. But if you just pick one area, honestly, there's no reason it shouldn't take you 6 months or probably a little bit over that to actually learn that language. Don't do like I did. You want to pick something where if you're looking to get hired, I would pick something that's really popular. And then I would buy a few books. You don't want to buy a lot of books. Just buy a few books in that area. And then once you have that, from there, once you picked one language, then you want to just start building projects. I feel like my online portfolio was pretty good. That website no longer exists right now, but I could have did more. I could do more. I think that if I would have just on my portfolio, because my portfolio, it had web applications and mobile applications. I was just trying to get hired. But if you specialize in something, you take a month of that. After a month of studying, month or two, I would start building projects, man. I would go heavy. I would mimic whatever kind of applications that they have on the internet. I would also host my application. I would learn how to deploy it. For mobile iOS, you're going to deploy it to the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. And for web, you can just use whatever to do that. There's so many. You can use AWS. There's a few other ones I can't think off the top of my head because I haven't had to do it in a while. But I would take advantage of that. I would build so many projects, man. And then I would have I'll make sure my projects are posted on my portfolio. And there's a link for people to go through and they can see me and they can download my resume if they wanted to. I'll make sure my online resume portfolio was on point. Along with that, I would get a LinkedIn. I get job offers all the time for LinkedIn. I literally had a web developer, a React Native or web developer reach out to me a few days ago, and he asked me, "Hey man, could you help me? Could you help me get hired? I'm having a hard time finding employment." And since I get recruiters that come to me all the time, I just reached out to them. I said, "Hey, look, I'm not looking for employment, but I do know this guy. This is his LinkedIn. Here's his resume. Check him out." And about 7 people at least said thank you for the recommendation and said they'll stay in touch. It's just as easy as that, man. So I think having a strong online portfolio is gonna take you far. Now, after you had your online portfolio, the next thing that I would do, honestly, and I really didn't put a lot of attention into this, but you need to learn Git Version Control. That's how they're going to need you to do that on a daily basis. You're going to need to like create branches, build features, push those features, do code reviews. And then the thing is when you have this GitHub, it shows how active you are. So a lot of these companies, they'll ask for your GitHub account. And the reason they want your GitHub account, they'll look through your projects, but what they're really looking for, they want to see how active you are. They want to see how often do you code. I would get my GitHub immediately after after watching this video. I would go to Git and I would go download Git, and then I would also make sure that Git was connected to GitHub or GitLab, and I would get to work, because that is going to definitely put you above and beyond other developers, especially the first time developers. And it's going to, honestly, it's going to pay dividends in the future. Now, hopefully you like this video. If there's anything that I missed or you have anything that you want to add, leave a comment below. If there's anything you want me to cover, leave it in a comment below. Reach out to me whatever way you think best. I would prefer it if you join the Facebook group, because then that way we can all kind of network and exchange ideas. And if you're interested in learning React Native, check out the link in the description below, and I will catch you later. Peace.